Chapter 6 details the Dhyana Yoga in two different ways, two different steps. One description applies almost to a yogi who practices regularly and quite efficiently, and they know what they're doing. And the second description, a little later in chapter 6, is for the rest of us to get to that point. How to learn to concentrate and to be able to do it the way the first description says we should do it. So, anyway, so 527 and 528. Actually, it's a very almost like a most concise summary of that Dhyana Yoga. प्रशांत कृत्वा बही सब बाह्य स्पर्श रख दो, यानी इंद्रियों को अपने आप रखो, बाहर मत देखने दो. चक्षुश्च एव अंतरे भ्रुवोः, और आंखें, it says specifically between the brows, it's called this is called the I think Ajna Chakra, I think. So the focus should be at this point between the brows. चक्षुश्च एव अंतरे भ्रुवोः प्राणापानो समो कृत्वा. This is the ultimate level of pranayam. It's summarized here, but this is the final stage. And in this case, says नासाभ्यंतर meaning नाक के अंदर ही अंदर वो श्वास मूव होता है कि if I am breathing in this fashion, extremely slowly, you won't even know when I am inhaling and when I am exhaling. It's very slow, very methodical, and it's almost like non-existent kind of breathing. But just enough, I guess, for the body to have oxygen. Prana, pano, prana or apana, श्वास लेना और श्वास छोड़ना, समौ कृत्वा, equal. That is, you inhale and you exhale extremely slowly, not slow in a speed, with very light inhaling and very light exhaling. I mean, I'm practicing that. It actually works. It's amazing if you focus on that. It actually helps you focus. That's what it does. If you can focus on this line alone. प्राणापानो समो कृत्वा नासाभ्यंतरचारिणो. And then it says यतेन्द्रिय मनो बुद्धि, इंद्रिय मन बुद्धि सबको काबू में रखकर. मुनि ही मुनि जो ये तप कर रहा है, मोक्ष परायण. Again, always a reminder, this is not just a random act for physical improvement. This is मोक्ष परायण, मोक्ष के लिए सब हो रहा है. विगत इच्छा भय क्रोधो, यह जो इच्छा भय और क्रोध से छुटकारा पा गया है, विगत इच्छा, विगत यानी छूट गए, निकल गए हैं जिससे इच्छा भय क्रोध, सदा मुक्त, वो नित्य मुक्त है. दिस इज द फाइनल स्टेट. देयर इज नो मुक्ति आफ्टर डेथ. मुक्ति इज व्हाइल यू आर लिविंग, एंड दैट स्टेट इज कॉल्ड जीवन मुक्त. बाय द वे, the true yogis are Jivan Mukta. They live, they move around among you, you don't even know they are Jivan Mukta. They are just like normal, but they're not normal. They are way above that. The Jivan Mukta is mentioned here. Sada Mukta Evasa. And then this pranayam and this concentration, all of this is expanded in chapter 6 in two places. The one thing I want to draw attention here is Vigata Ichha Bhaya Krodho. And the reason that always catches my attention, even when I'm reading, 3 times in Gita, I mean, exact same words, there must be a different reason. Ichha meaning desires, Bhaya is fear, Krodha is anger. Lekin, why are these 3 things repeated among all other different doshas we have? And one in chapter 2, in the description of Chitta Prajna, then in chapter 4, in the description of Karma Yogi, and then here. Ichha, so the way I see it is the way they have been used 3 times and repeatedly same exact ones. Actually, chapter 2 it says Raga Bhaya Krodha. Ichha, Bhaya, Krodha, same word by the way. Ichha, Raga, same thing. The way I read it, for my understanding of the message given to me, Ichha is current. Now I have desires. Raga, I have the attachment now, at this point. Bhaya is about future. And Krodha is about the past. So Krodha is about the Ichha that was not satisfied. Bhaya is about the Ichha that may not be satisfied, or you're afraid that your Ichha won't be satisfied, and Ichha is what you have in present. And being free of all these three, not being tied down in your past unhappiness, past failure, not daydreaming or even having nightmares about the future failures, and focusing on not the current desires, but putting them aside and being able to follow Yoga Marga. So the way I see these three words is always about past, present, and future, being in full control of everything that has affected your life, and it may affect in future. Get it under control. Okay. So we are not going to visit those chapter 2 and chapter 4 shlokas here, but they will be in the collection I'll send you.
No, just one word going back in the previous, you said pranapano samokrutva nasabhyantara charino. That means the breathing is only in the nose.
Breathing, yeah, basically in dhyana, you are completely shut down basically with all activities. Your eyes are closed, your mouth is closed. You try not to listen to anything else. Only thing that's active is your breathing. And that breathing is totally gradual and totally almost like imperceptible. That's the way to say it. Imperceptible to the person who might be looking at you. They have no clue that you're even breathing. And actually, a friend of mine who is very advanced in this pranayam, he says, if you hold an agarbatti under my nose, it won't even flicker. You will that smoke from the agarbatti, normally with any breeze, lightest possible, is going to flicker. He says it won't. You don't even know, even that agarbatti doesn't know that I'm breathing, but I'm breathing.
But that word nasabhyantara charino.
Nasa abhyantara, andar.
Inside. Okay.
So basically, you might say in the sinuses. The entire activity is taking place in the sinuses. And actually, if you will surprise, when you breathe, two ways of breathing. With the nose, it's always with the nose, but with you actually can hear the sound. That's from the nose. And then the other thing is from the stomach. There's practically no sound in the nose. And by the way, the best singers do that. Their breathing is from the stomach. They can't afford to breathe with their nose in this kind of noisy way.
Kaustubh.
You don't even know when good singers are breathing, by the way. You know that. Yeah. They have a long alap, then they will stop quickly and they will breathe from the stomach. That's how it happens. That breathing is very difficult. Nothing to, of course, they have to do it. They practice it.
Kaustubh.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, I think in yoga they call Nadi Shodhan. So breathing. Nadi Shodhan.
Nadi Shodhan is a slightly different process. Basically, with the two left and the right.
Yeah. Take from one and leave from other.
That is actual pranayam. Yeah. This is not pranayam with the one side at a time. Basically, sitting down in one place. And at that time, this is not pranayam anymore. This is normal breathing in dhyana avastha. And just totally gradual, totally imperceptible breathing, but breathing nevertheless. That's what this is. Very, very advanced. I don't know how to do it. And we have to get to
there's a book I'm reading on the breath,
Yeah.
So, Yeah, so what they say is actually is that if you breathe less air and breathe out completely, empty your lungs,
Mhm.
the scientific explanation is that you want to carbonate your blood.
Right. Yeah, but that breathing is exercise breathing. This breathing is dhyana breathing.
To
Almost,
carbonate
almost,
your blood. So
this is almost non-existent breathing, imperceptible breathing. That's what it is. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So we go to chapter 6 now. We saw the karma yoga, we saw some buddhi yoga early on, and then we saw the sannyasa.